Once upon a time, there was a moose named Rut. Everyone in the forest of Canada knew that Rut was the meanest animal in the forest. All animals knew that they needed to leave Rut alone and to not get on his bad side, or they would vanish from this forest mysteriously. Every month, Rut would hold something that he called the running games, which they were different games that the animals would participate in, and whoever won the most games was crowned the winner of the running games, and that animal was basically the king of the forest. There was a deer named Took, and I was basically the biggest, fastest deer out of all the other deer in the forest, but still was never able to beat Rut. One day after the running games, I said to Rut, "I'm going to beat you at the next running games." Rut replied, "If you beat me at the next running games, I will leave the forest and never come back." After that, I then decided I'm going to dedicate all my time to training for the next running games so that I can be crowned the king of the running games and make Rut leave the forest. One day I decided I was going to spy on Rut and see what he does for training, so maybe I could get a few training tips. So I went to Rut's part of the forest where he lived and saw that he had someone training him. Then I decided I needed to try to get Rut's training exercises that he does. So I made my way closer to be able to listen to Rut and his trainer talk, and they were talking about the exercises he was going to do. So I listened and got all of Rut's exercises. I went back home and started training with all the new ways to train. I trained all day, every day, leading up to the next running games. The running games were finally here, and I felt confident about my chances of winning. Rut was not worried about me because he did not know that I had been training all this time. The first game came up, and I took game 1, which surprised every animal at the games, especially Rut. The next two games were strength games, so Rut took the games because he's bigger and stronger than me. The next game we tied. The last game was coming up, and I knew that I had to win to take it to another game to determine the tiebreaker. I won the last game, and so a tiebreaker was next, and I barely took the tiebreaker. Everyone was shocked and ecstatic that I won. Rut then got all his things and left the forest, and no one has seen him since.